What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's video is going to be the first video that I've posted in about a month now, so I do apologize for the long delay since our last video. It's been a little bit busy for me, and the channel's been busy as well. First off, we have hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all your support, and hopefully we can keep on going up from there, hitting 5,000, 10,000, and just keep on rising. So thank you guys so much for that. Additionally, a lot of stuff has happened with the channel vehicle-wise. A few vehicles have come in, gone away, and there's some new vehicles. So that's why today I wanted to go ahead and do a garage update so you guys are up to date with what is all left on the channel and what to expect. So yeah, as I said, we're getting right back in the swing of things. Plan on more videos coming every single week again. And yeah, just stay tuned for a bunch of content to come. So let's go ahead and get right into this garage update. We're gonna go ahead and start talking about my FJ. So as you guys know, this is my 2007 Toyota FJ. It's been the face of the channel for a long time now. Basically, it's my baby. I mean, I've had this thing for years now. Everything you see on it, I have done. Most recently, we've done the Raptor liner, the light cage up top. We had the tube doors on, which have been removed now. We rebuilt the rear end and then a bunch of other stuff. So is the FJ going anywhere on the channel? No. So the FJ will be here for basically outlasting all the other vehicles on the channel. So hope you guys like it because we're prepared for a ton of content to come. I know it does have a tarp on it right now, and then that foam pad, it's been hailing here, so that's the stuff for my other cars outside just to kind of keep them protected. So, but that is the FJ. Let's go ahead and talk about the car that we had here very temporarily. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it. I did buy a 2007 Mini Cooper race car. This thing was pretty sweet. I was really excited for it. Bought it. It was already, the engine was blown, so I had to pull the engine out. It had basically been fully gutted. So there was no interior left, racing seat installed, roll cage installed, professionally done by a guy in town here. And basically I plan on building a little Baja rally car thing with it, which I'll talk about more in a moment. But yeah, I had the Mini Cooper here. I got another motor, started rebuilding the other motor. It was a S motor, so it was supercharged. So it was gonna be a cool little car. And then I ended up selling the motor. So I was like, oh, okay, well now I sold the motor. I don't have a power plant for this Mini Cooper. Well, I might as well get rid of it. So the Mini Cooper is no longer here. We ended up trading the body for our next vehicle, which I'll talk about here in a moment, which may be temporary, maybe permanent as well. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. And we're gonna go and take a look at what we got. So I don't have any footage of the Mini Cooper because it was here so temporarily, but here is what I got in exchange for the body. As I said, I did sell a few parts off the Mini Cooper, including the engine and a few other things, but I had a guy who was extremely interested in the rest of the car because he was gonna be building it out for the 24-hour Lemons. So I thought that was a really cool thing for him, and I really was eager to help out. So in exchange for the body and the rest of the parts I had, he did trade me a 2007 Suzuki DRZ400, which, if you guys know, I had never driven a dirt bike before actually getting this one, which technically this is street legal, so it's not really a dirt bike, it's kind of an enduro, but it is missing the mirrors as well as the turn signals, tail lights, all that crap on the back. So it's a cool bike and all that stuff. It runs great, no problems at all. I do have a few little things I'm going to want to do to it, but I don't know if it's going to be staying around on the channel very long just because basically I'd rather just kind of sell it and get a Razor or a four-wheeler or something like that. So we'll see if it ends up staying around. So yes, I do own a bike now. It's kind of one of those things where I'm not sure how long it's going to last on the channel. It could be here for a while. I could sell it in the next week. I don't know. I do have a few little things I'm going to do on it. I need to put a new battery in. I need to do a few little wiring things here and there. Just kind of make sure that the electric start and all that stuff works properly. So a few little maintenance items on the bike, and then we'll kind of see from there for where it goes. So yes, in the last month I had the Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper was a great project. I was gonna make a whole little mini series about it. Basically bought it, got a motor, got all this extra stuff. The Mini Cooper was fully caged. It was basically being built as a race car as it was, fully gutted. There was no interior in it. All the glass was removed. And I decided, well, if I get this, I'm gonna go ahead and basically just make a kind of rally car, Baja buggy kind of thing. So basically ideas of 4-link rear end, tube long travel front end, 2 bumpers on the front and rear. Basically just a bunch of little things here and there. I then picked up a motor, picked up the supercharged motor for the Mini Cooper because it was an R56, I do believe. Bought it and went through it, basically rebuilt everything, got it up and running, And then I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna sell this motor. So after I sold the motor, I was kind of hesitant on buying another motor just because I knew for me, I wanted to have a bigger power plant in the Mini Cooper. And I knew I didn't want a project that massive right now with everything going on. And then I found my newest toy that I just had to have. So basically, I decided, okay, I'll rather have my space back in the garage to get the FJ back in so I can get my new toy, because no, that does not fit in the garage. So you will see here in a moment what I'm talking about. Super excited for that one. But that is the Mini Cooper project that was. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, as I said, you probably saw a few pics of it here and there. Probably saw me rebuilding the motor, but that is gone. So the Mini Cooper is gone. The bike is here. Don't know how long the bike's gonna stay. I'd almost rather sell the bike to possibly buy a Razor or a Can-Am in the future. So we will see how long that stays around. But that is that for right now. Let's go ahead and talk about the next vehicle that is gone now. So you guys probably know from a few videos kind of posted back in the late winter, kind of around January, February-ish, I did buy a Tacoma. So I bought this Tacoma last June-ish. It was a 2018. It was basically brand new. Put an icon, it had the icon lift on it, all that stuff. So a 3-inch lift, 33-inch tires. Great truck. Basically, I put the bed rack on there, had the tent on the back, the one that does go on the FJ, so my CVT Mount Rainier. It was a great truck. No problem at all with it. It was nice. Took it down to Texas multiple times. Smooth, great features. Love the truck. Biggest issue for me was I basically had two Toyota V6s that kind of very similar in their own different ways, I guess you would say. The FJ, you know, is way more built than that Tacoma was, if you guys saw it. So it was one of those things where, okay, do I get rid of the FJ, which I've had forever and I just love this thing and like Raptor line and all that stuff, or do I sell the Tacoma that I just got just because they were so similar? I really didn't want to have both. So the Tacoma is gone. Kind of bittersweet on that truck. As I said, I really loved it. There was no problems at all with it, but it went off to a good home, so I can't complain. So the next car that you guys probably would see sitting here in other videos, the FRS. Well, it's just sitting right there. So I did pull it out of the garage. I'll tell you about it. It's in kind of limbo right now. As you guys know, I have been trying to sell this car for basically a year now. I mean, it's been a cluster. Just can't even. Every buyer I seem to get for it, they end up flaking out at the last minute. The car is in perfect condition. I mean, clean title, no accidents at all. It has the turbo, it has the carbon fiber hoods, the trunks, the raised wheels, all that stuff, which I've gone over in the past. I don't know if it's just a hard car to sell. I don't know what it is, but basically I've had 4 buyers and they all backed out last minute. So I'm like, I pulled it off the internet, I did all this stuff, and the car just kind of sat in the garage. Well, I had a guy message me asking, would I be willing to do payments? Which I'll make a whole nother video about selling a car via payments to someone else in the future, and if I recommend it or not, and all that kind of stuff. But it was one of those things where I was in a spot where the car was just sitting here. I basically was just annoyed with it. So I was like, you know what? I told the guy, basically, if he pays me exactly what I want for the car, I'm going to keep the vehicle until he makes all the payments, which I think what I wanted for the car was very reasonable. I mean, I've seen turboed ones that are like $5,000-6,000 more than this. I mean, you can basically get a stock one for what I was asking. But yeah, so basically I told the guy, I was like, yeah, you make the payments. Once I get all the money in full, the car is yours. So he's like, yeah, that's great to me because I just can't get it all right now. So basically it was just one of those things where I held on to it, kept it under a cover, and then basically when the time comes, he makes a payment and hopefully it'll be gone soon. So the FRS is in limbo, as I said. Basically, I don't know if it's going to be here another week, another month. I don't know. But it's still here for now, as long as the guy keeps making his payments. So he signed a contract and all that stuff, which again, I'll talk about all that stuff in a later video. But yes, the FRS is still technically here on the channel. I just do not plan on making any videos about it just because it's kind of mine, kind of sold. I don't know. But yeah, so just plan on there not being much of the FRS video. So yeah, summary. We have the FJ, which is never going to go anywhere. The bike is now in the video, which we'll see if I end up doing content with it. I might have to just go get a trail pass and just go take it to the mountains one time just to go see what happens. I do still have the Crosstrek. So if you guys remember, I did an oil change video on a Subaru Crosstrek, which you guys are probably like, this is the boringest video ever. But that is my daily driver. Yeah, I got it for basically free. So I got it for a great deal. It was you know, it's got a little bit of damage on the passenger side. I have plans for it. We'll see if I end up doing it or not. Basically, the ideas of doing a little 2-inch lift kit on it, a little bigger wheels and tires, nothing too aggressive. Basically, just doing a kind of more like an off-road kind of setup with a Crosstrek. I've seen a few done. It's an awkward car as it is, but I feel like we can make it a little better. I do plan on Raptor lining it just because, as I said, there is that little bit of damage on the passenger side. So do a little bit of body work, fill it all in, Raptor line the whole thing, put a lift kit on there, call it good. But that'll be basically decided on whether the FRS is gone or not. So ideally, I would like to have the FRS gone in the next few months, and then the Crosstrek will be coming in. I will then go ahead and order wheels, tires, which I'll probably do method wheels, figure out some kind of tire. And then, as bad as it sounds, Rough Country makes a 2-inch lift now, which is pretty affordable. So we'll probably end up doing that on the Crosstrek. But yeah, that leads us to our newest, guys, I love it. So I'm just going to tell you about it, and then we'll go ahead and do a quick little walk around. It's kind of an awkward spot at my house, but we'll get a little bit of footage of it, and then I'll do a full walk around video of it at a later date. So we did pick up a 2011 6.2 liter Raptor. So this Raptor, you know, has a decent amount of miles on it, but I feel like I got it for a steal, basically. It was a chase truck back in, they used it in Baja. So I knew what I was getting into. I was basically like, okay, well, this thing's gonna be beat up a little bit here and there, blah, blah, blah. I went to go look at it in Denver. Body is extremely clean. The only little dent on it is one on the door where the guy opened the door up and it kind of clipped a rock on the bottom side. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the whole entire body is perfect. So I'm like, so what else is on this thing? So we have 3.5-inch long travel shocks in the rear. So it's a 5-channel bypass shock in the rear. It's basically a full RPG, which Raptor Performance Group, I'm pretty sure is that company, from front to back. So we're talking their leaf springs, all that stuff in the rear. We have jounce shocks in the rear. We have 3.0 Fox bypass shocks up front with a 3.0 bypass, which is regular coil, sorry. So we have the 3.0 bypass coilovers, or 3.0 coilovers with 3.0 bypass shocks. RPG 3-inch long travel, ton of stuff done to this thing. So basically, the guy got rid of it. I knew it needed a lot of work done, maintenance-wise. So I think I got it for a good deal. Basically been going through it, kind of picking everything apart, fixing the stuff here and there that I need to get done. But it is fantastic, guys. I love this truck. Definitely love it more than the Tacoma. So don't hate me on that one, but I've wanted a Raptor for a long time. So enough of me talking. Let's just go ahead and go look at it real quick. Here it is, guys. As I said, it's a kind of an awkward position. It's not clean at all, but it does have the 2-inch extended fiberglass fenders. As I said, RPG, long travel on the whole entire thing. Fox 3.0 coilovers, 3.0 bypass shocks. You guys can see from the front end, it is extremely wide. I love this thing. So RPG bumper, Baja Designs lights. Under the hood is basically stock rock rails, all that kind of stuff. Inside, which I don't have my keys on me right now, Lawrence GPS, all that kind of stuff. It does have method wheels. It does have the tire cage in the rear, and it is paired up with those 3.5-inch bypass shocks in the rear, as I said. So this is the Raptor. As I said, guys, we're gonna make a whole entire walk around video of it down the road, but for now, this is just kind of a quick little overview, and there's the FRS, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I said, we're just made a quick little update of what actually is still left on the channel. As I said, we have the FJ, we have the FRS, the Crosstrek is still here, and then the Raptor is over there. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. We plan on making basically a ton coming up here in the next few weeks, so stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot of content. Please like, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye.